Hello, sorry, welcome to my second video of the day. As you see, I've had a costume change. As you see, this has got Barrow on it. You can't, like, if anybody could tell me how to get Barrow out of clothes, because this is one of my favourite little tops. Do love me some yellow. And yeah, couldn't get it out, wearing it anyway. It's too fucking hot to pick and choose what you can bloody wear. I'll go for what, you know, like that other one was just too heavy, it was too warm. Anyways, and the person I'm about to speak to you about likes me in yellow, so what can you do? Anyways, so the last video was like more of on an esoteric bent. This is more on a, you know, work related stuff, you know what I mean? It's all work related. The esoteric stuff is still work related. I don't even know what I do. I just know I just don't charge for it. Anyways, so it's not technically work, right? Anyways, the day before yesterday, I made a new friend on Facebook. I'm not going to name him because it's completely an elephant. It doesn't matter who he is, it just matters that at this moment in time, I'm currently learning some shit. Now, I need my disclaimers on this one. Disclaimer, these are my thoughts and opinions. Please don't quote me on anything. Please do not take anything I say as gospel. I'm just saying what I've seen and my opinion on what I've seen. I am not making anything up. I'm not fabricating things. I'm just repeating things that I've seen elsewhere, my opinions on them. And also, disclaimer, I swear. Now, I don't know whether you've been following conspiratorial routes lately, but there are, in the rumour mill, Alex Jones came out with it a few weeks ago, saying that there are rumours that we are going to go back into lockdown. And, yeah, and then we're going to have to wear masks again and all this lot, even though they've come out and, like, literally they've done all the, you know, like, follow Dr. John Campbell. He's the guy with the knowledge. I don't know how he gets away with saying this stuff. Maybe because he's reading it out of government information, the Office of National Statistics, who CDC and all this lot, and you cannot argue with that, even though it's saying, excuse me, this didn't work, that didn't work, we're dying because of so-and-so, not because of so-and-so. And it's like, but literally people, apparently we're going to go through it all again. They even know, you know, like government papers have called it out as being a nonsense. Again, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just saying what I've seen, my opinions on it. So we have, you know, like, and you can see it coming out in the news now. They're plugging new variants and whatever, while still plugging the old ones, which is quite hilarious. And yeah, so the people on my side of the fence are saying, excuse me, but this is going to happen. And the regular people are going, oh my God, we're all in danger. Right? Because that's what the mainstream media, what these bastards are having has said. And literally the people promoting it, literally it's their world they're fucking over as well. What people will do for money, by the way, as a side piece of advice, yes, it's my thoughts and opinions. Protect yourself, buy yourself. I've said it before, but I'll say it again, because I just want everybody to understand and know this. Buy yourself an RFID blocking wallet or purse, because at the same time they are going round and advertising chips in a card for kids to take around in their backpack at school. They're also advertising apps on your phone where you can take payment. You just put in how much you want and you just wave it along the card. Well, obviously people put their card on it, but if you've got something that's portable, you can go round back pockets just picking up 50p here, there and there. But you, like, literally, we are about to experience a crime spree. This is not me being a random conspiracy theorist. Look at the fucking logic of it, please. Buy yourself a wallet or a purse that will protect your card, because this is just going to become an epidemic of crime. Trust me. Don't trust me. Whatever. I've got one. So, you know, like, I've protected myself. I would like you to protect you too. Anyways, so I'm talking to this chap, and he's oh, it's such a sweet man, such a sweet man, so wise, and kind and funny and phenomenally easy on the eye, but that's by the by. Anyways, just my fucking luck. Last one lived on the moon. Well, Eve shouldn't, but lived on the moon. Might as well have lived on the moon. This one lives on fucking Jupiter, mate. Literally. Oh, you know, like, come on, just invent teleportation already. I need to pop me over. Anyways, he lives in Libya, right? So I've never met anybody from Libya, but Livia. I've never met anybody called Olivia either, I don't think. Anyway, that's by the way. So it turns out we're both of the same bent in that we like to speak to people from other places in the world to find out what's going on in your part of the world. And he said something to me that I was just like, mate, I've got to write this down, because I journal fucking everything. Like, if I have a conversation with you on the phone and I find you interesting, you will find me going, yeah, and so that's what I was doing. So I asked him, and also he's a Muslim, so, and I'm of no religion whatsoever. I just fly by the seat of my pants and do my own fucking thing. Take up bits of this, that, and the other. As long as it comes from a place of love, and like, I will factor it into the way that I live my life. You know what I mean? But if it's judgment and fucking vindictiveness and, you know, like everything in the most things in the Bible are, other than the words of Jesus. You know, like, it's like, no, you've got to look down on these people. You've got to hate those people and whatever. Anyway, we just had a lovely conversation about it earlier on today. And we were talking about immigrants and things like that, you know, because you can speak, you know, like Muslims and non-Muslims can talk about Muslims and what, you know, like these people aren't what we've been bred to believe. So we were talking about 9/11 and all this, that and the other, and obviously in the Western world we've had it bombarded that like Muslims are killers. And my point all of that time, for those 22 fucking years, has been, if these people hated the West so fucking much, we would have fighting in the streets, because they live amongst us. We bombed their country and invited them to come live with us. If they hated us, we'd be fighting already. One of the things that people can't get. Anyways, we're having really, really good conversations. And like I say, like, literally, oh, hello. It's helping loads, helping heal my heart, fucking loads. I'll tell you what, last night, because before I did this meditation that I was talking about in the video I did earlier, I was like feeling a bit panicky and everything again. And he just turned around to me and he was like, don't be weak. Like, I can't do his accent. It's so sexy. He's like, don't be weak. And I'm like, okay, daddy. Okay. Yep, I'm fine. Probably chip me up like that. Like, literally. Just get yourself somebody who talks to you nice. Anyways, so the other day, I was interested. And still, obviously, I'm a bit weak. But feeling much better now. Done all me free aliens, by the way. They're all going to go out when I can stop my hand shaking to X-Acto knife out the eyes and stick them on. So I'm starting on my own range of aliens now. The first one is going to have an afro. Let's see if I can make this work. Anyways, I'm digressing again. This is a whole heap of fucking 10 minutes worth of bugger all for one sentence. This man, one thing that this man said that I'm like, mate, like, props. I'm not worthy. So I said to him, like, what happened in 2020? And I'll try and curtail my words, because I have had my YouTube channel have strikes, and they've all been because of the Rona. So, you know, like, there is no such thing as free speech. Ask yourself why. It's all there to work out. It's all there to work out. Anyways, so I said, like, oh, what was like life like in Libya? in 2020, you know, like, did you all have lockdown? Stuff like this. Bear in mind, this bloke speaks excellent fucking English, self-taught excellent English. Like, I've had some white dude fucking messaging me on Facebook today. This Libyan chap speaks way better English than this white fella that's like literally showing, sending me photographs of himself. It's a big fella, it's a big white old fella with topless photos. I'm like, look, I'm sorry, but no. And he's like, you're lost. No, you're lost. You're lost. And I'm like, I'll be happy with that. I'll live with it, my darling. I'll live with it. I would talk to him, do you know what I mean? It's like, but, you know, I'm not a grammar snob, but, you know, like some people, like with my best friend, she makes grammatical errors, she's spelling typos, and she corrects herself. These are the most silly typos, and I'm like, you don't need to. I can read what you're saying. This chap, it's like, nope. You've lost me. You've lost me. Anyway, back to Mr. Libya 2023. So the other day, I'm like, how did you get on with the lockdown and everything? He's like, oh, we didn't give a shit about it. And I'm like, really? So, like, I've not heard, don't know about you, I've not heard of there being, like, the pandemic being extra deadly in Libya because people weren't following it. I don't know. Maybe, but he's alive. Anyways, he said, like, literally 5 weeks before, they'd got bombs going overhead. And he's like, if you didn't come to us with helmets, don't come to us with masks. And they told him to fuck off. And I'm like, mate. That's what the whole purpose of this video, 11 minutes in, is just, if you don't come to us with helmets, don't come to us with masks. Like, literally, that is not going to stop my fucking head being blown off, is it, my darling? Oh, love it. So, yeah, you could probably tell I am a bit happier now. But, yeah, get yourself a friend, like, in another country. We need to be talking to each other about what's happening in our own respective countries. Because what we're being told in England isn't what's going on in Libya. And what they're being told in Libya is going on in England isn't what's going on in England. The same with, you know, like, I deal with a lot of African scammers. And they've been had it painted out that, like, England's the land of milk and honey, like, you know what I mean? When I was talking to this fella earlier on about, like, immigrants and everything. And we have the same view of, like, if you're going to bomb somebody's country, the least you can do is give them somewhere to live, right? And then we also have the same view that they're leaving the women and children behind and bringing over the fighting age men. And that's part of the reason that that people are shitty about it isn't because we don't think that these people deserve human rights and whatever. It's the fact that they're telling us on a daily, well, not on a daily basis, constantly, how many millions of pounds they are paying to put these people up in your luxury hotels when there were people laid over in cardboard boxes over the road. Do you know what I mean? And there have been people come out saying, yeah, we're military men. And this guy, like, agreed with me. He said that there are people, like, all this rioting that's been done in France, a lot of it, they're bringing in, you know, like, drug dealers and, you know, like, criminals, thugs, you know, like, or did he say drug addicts or dealers? I don't know. But thugs, they're hand-picking and choosing the most dangerous men to bring in to their country, and then they're paying them like 2,000-3,000 euros to go and start trouble, to basically make Muslims look bad. It's like, literally, the world is fucked up. If I find anything else, which I'm sure I will, because he's so knowledgeable, bless him. Bless him. Bless him. Bless me. But yeah, he's so knowledgeable, so if I find out how hotels are, I've only known him for 2 days, and I'm already learning loads, so as long as it's not Rona related, I shouldn't have my channel taken down for it, but YouTube is YouTube. Don't know what to do. Anyways, all the things on the end, thank you for sticking with me, and yeah, again, just double disclaimer, these are all my thoughts and opinions. I'm just saying what I've heard. And literally, I pulled a Libya. That sounds like a twisted me fanny. I acted like the Libyans during 2020. I'm going to act like the Libyans in 2023 as well. It's like literally, I might not have, I don't go out anyway, so like it don't really have that much to do with me. It won't shut me up. I won't comply just because I didn't, you know what I mean? I don't trust these people, neither should you. The people that are the mainstream media, they are fucking them over too. But because they're getting paid to promote lies, they're doing it. They're throwing away their children's future, their grandchildren's future. Anybody pre 9/11, you remember what the world was like then? Our kids are never going to know that. Their kids are never going to know how we still have a modicum of freedom. But you only have to watch Sadiq Khan go to know that that isn't going to last very long either. It's going to get worse exponentially. Just keep on getting worse. More cameras, more surveillance, more 5G, more fucking direct energy weapons. Like, they're not going to pay the money on us. Remember, with Ukraine, nothing is off the table, but a fair pay rise for the people who make the country run, the nurses who coped with the pandemic while they were dancing, the train workers, the postal workers, like all of these people. No, you can't have a living wage. The poison dwarf can have nuclear fucking warheads if he wants. That is what these people do. They will never work for us. Let's stand together. Let's make mates all over the fucking world. Hold hands and tell them to fuck off. Yeah? Because they're never gonna get the boot off the neck, mate. Never. Until we literally take them off and put them somewhere else and let them get on with what they're doing, so that we can get on with running the world as we do already, but just not under their orders. I'm waffling. I'll let you go. I love you all. Great big kisses to everybody. Boy.